Savannah neighbors are sounding off about noise from the Truman Parkway. The county heard them and ordered a study.
That's right. Well, the results are not exactly what some neighbors and officials wanted to hear. WJCL's Nick Notario joins us now to explain why some say this is a problem.
Well, let's get right to it and show you what we're talking about. This is where the Truman Parkway was completed, earlier this year. And it's people living in this community that are saying that ever since the new road opened, it's been too loud. But a study released today disagrees with them.
Cars traveling 55 miles per hour are easy to hear when you're on the side of the highway. To block sound out, there are several walls along the Truman Parkway, but there are none on this stretch that opened earlier this year. Now people living nearby say they need a wall because it's too loud in their neighborhood. To find out how bad, Chatham County spent $18,000 on a sound study. The results came back Friday. The group concluded the noise isn't loud enough to get state or federal funding for a sound wall, but some commissioners aren't buying it. It's the same company that did a projected study 17 years ago before the highway was built. Now the numbers are too similar for commissioners.
Sir, I've been out there, and I can tell you for a fact that it has increased significantly.
If I believe I need a second opinion from a doctor, I'm not going to hire the same doctor that gave me the opinion to give me another opinion. I think possibly we should have hired a firm other than the one that made the projection.
If you look, there is a wall on the south side of the new Truman, but its design is to block light. And neighbors who live on the other side say all the concrete wall does is bounce sound to their side.
The noise that wall puts onto us is double.
Where we're at is wong, 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 wong.
WJCL News went to the neighborhood Friday afternoon. Take a listen for yourself. The study group says since the parkway went up, the sound increased about 15 decibels. But that's not loud enough to warrant a sound wall. Findings people who live near the parkway and even county officials are having a hard time accepting.
This is why people don't trust government.
So here's what happens now. The county will decide whether it wants to take any further action, and commissioners, guys, could decide to order another study, build the wall, or do nothing at all. Reporting in the studio, Nick Notario, WJCL News, working for you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, thanks, Nicholas.